All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Christian Kirksey, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Texans and the Broncos, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Well, they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 13 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from the ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Well, it goes an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Broncos 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Chase Edmonds. touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. First down, Mills. And that is incomplete. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
How'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mills from the gun on third down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught by Thielen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Throwing, Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Mayfield. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mayfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mayfield off the play fake. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Andrew Beck there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations, so it is harder to defend.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mills. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make for the passing? Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Mayfield down. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. The kick by McManus is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat. Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Running right through him. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll be in search of 8. to convert the first down. On third down, here's Mills. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down throw for Mills. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Mills. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before he
rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. The last time everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mills. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Working out of the gun, Mills. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
First down, Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mills looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Mills. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Mills to throw it. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Got his man, it's Dulcich. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. From the gun, Mayfield. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans. At their own 27. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mills now. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Mills, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mills. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Dameon Pierce is such a fun guy to watch as a runner. He can make a guy miss 1 second and then power through a defender the next. Never had a 100-yard game while in Florida, but I expect more than a handful here in the NFL.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And they'll go right back to Pierce. A beautiful fake. And down inside the 15 he goes. 157 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Pierce now up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Mills. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Now Mayfield. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 79 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And some room to work.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think
and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Give left side for Pierce.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Steps away to his left. Randy Gregory giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Oh, a nice spin. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans
at their 25-yard line.
Here's Mills.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw is Mills. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Mills. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. Keeps himself upright. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
They begin the drive with Williams. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter.